Alright, let's give you guys a quick video. This is on a 2017 Ford Explorer. The issue with this one is that the passenger side vent was only shooting warm air when the driver's side vent was actually shooting hot air. Now, this has a dual climate control system, so when the dual button is pressed, both should act equally. So if I raise the temperature on one side, the temperature on the other side should raise at the exact same interval, and if I lower it, it should go down at the same interval also. So what was happening with this one is that there was nothing happening. So pretty easy to get to this. I'll actually show you guys that, and I'll show you guys where he lives at the same time. So I'm not going to put everything inside, but all right. So we have the holder for our dash, which is right here. Okay, there's little clips. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws here, and then we'll have 4 screws down here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we have to remove all those 4 screws, and then this area right here comes out. I thought that there was going to be a clip on this side. There isn't. I've removed the side panel. Good practice too, because it's actually clipped onto the side. Now, after that, let me get rid of some of the client stuff in here. There we go. All right. Okay. Now, this is your actual glove box. Now, this guy sits inside of here. Now, what ends up happening on this one is that it is clipped down here. But there's only 2 little areas that it's really clipped, and it's going to be in this area. I'll give you guys a light of that. All right. That area. And that area over there. Onto those areas, what we have are these little push pins that lock everything in spot. So they just come in like this. All right. So we have to remove those in order to get the glove box out, along with this guy, which is basically the little tension cord that stops the glove box from just falling down hard on itself. Okay. So after you get the glove box out, and after you get this guy out, we get to the good stuff. All right, so step 1, we want to take and remove the side panel. Step 2, we want to take and we want to remove this little clip. Step 3, we want to remove the upper trim. Step 4, let's remove these little 7mm bolts. Step 5, let's remove these clips. Step 6, let's remove the other clip. And step 7, let's finish removing these bolts, which is your actuator. Now, the actuator in question on this one for your temperature control lives in this area right here. All right, right in there. Okay, so there's 2 screws. There's one on this side, and then there's one all the way in the back. Now, you can get to them without actually removing too much. I did this all in spot. I'll give you guys a view of what I did. I'll take off the other actuator real quick. Just give me a second, and I'll show you guys how to test this out quickly. Okay, so here's the connector for the actuator. I'm not too worried about him right now. Let's push all this stuff back in spot. Okay, so we have one screw that's going to be right here. All right, so this one is actually pretty easy to get to. Where's my simple ones? Here we go. All right, it's just in the front. We can get to him very, very easily. The one that's a little bit more tricky is the one that's in the back. So what I did is that I took a deep 1/4 inch 8mm socket, and with a ratchet, okay, you can use a super long ratchet like this one. I use both. I use this one, and I just used a regular size 1/4 inch ratchet. Okay, and from there we take and we load up our ratchet. We come in here, and if we come to the side like this, we can actually get our ratchet in there. All right, in order to get to that bolt that lives all the way. Let me try to see if I can light this up for everybody. I hope I can. I think I can. I think I can. This guy right here, right where my finger's pointing. All right, so this is the one that we have to worry about. And if you see, we can actually get to it with our 1/4 inch. So that is what I did. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me maybe about 20 minutes just to get off the actuator. But after I got the actuator off, the diagnosis of the system was very, very simple. What's nice about this system is that we have an actuator for our fresh air recirculation that sits right here. And guess what? This actuator works and is the exact same actuator as the actuator for your hot cold settings onto your passenger side. So all I did was unplug, take this actuator, plug it into the wiring, and actuate it. Now, as soon as I seen the actuator move, I knew automatically that I wasn't dealing with a I knew automatically that I was dealing with an actuator issue, okay? Because with this one off, it actually did not move whatsoever, okay? I'll give you guys a shot of that. Give me 1 second. And I got the actuator that was in that spot right here. All right, so let me plug this guy in and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so here is the actuator in question. I'll just give you guys a view of this. All right, I am pushing onto the button at the same time. All right, I'm going up, I'm going down, and the little pallet on the inside, or the little gear, is not moving. So that tells me automatically that the actuator is not working. Now, you can't just call an actuator at that point. If I would not have had another actuator right here, I would have been testing all my signals coming from my module at that point in order to make sure that the actuator was actually faulty and that it's not the and that it wasn't the wiring. So, but since there was another actuator here, why make life difficult, right? Take out the 2 screws right here, undo this one, take this one, plug this one in, like so, and I don't know if you guys see it already, we have an actuator that's moving. Okay, so what does that tell us? That tells us that our fault is the actuator itself. Now, I got a new actuator. I'll be throwing that into this vehicle. In order to fix it, I'm gonna take and put this guy full cold now, and all right, we see the actuator turning. I'm holding the button. We see the temperature going to low. I'm putting it back up to high now. All right, and we see the actuator start to turn to high. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. This was just a quick video to show you guys how you can maybe diagnose this quickly, and also how to remove him quickly and efficiently. I don't know how much time they give to replace this guy, but I'm gonna go find it for you guys, and I'll give you the time that it took me to do it personally. All right, so as I said, hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.